were telling me about a really great app that you like to use in your classroom. So which one is it?
Okay, this app is called Scribble My Story, and I will open it right now. My students love to read books and then retell the books in this app.
Scribble My Story.
So let's just turn it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so it's an app that allows you to make stories?
Yes, you can make stories or retell stories from other books, or they can come up with a story off the top of their head, share stories with one another. So I'll show you. Typically we go in, create blank book. Students have the option of either writing with
Tap
markers.
here to record the first page of your story.
So they can draw or write. The students can type.
This is awesome.
They love it. Then when they're finished typing, they have the option of adding pictures.
And is this a free app?
It is. And they could also draw other things in the pictures if they choose.
And I see a record option over here too. They can record once they've written all of their story.
That's right.
And does this allow you to import images from the camera roll?
It does not. So this is just changing the background.
Okay.
That's the one thing this does not do. But
okay.
They enjoy it because they can either draw or choose images. And
the images kind of scaffold.
Right.
Give them ideas of what to talk about.
Correct. There are quite a few images. And if they don't have the image they're looking for, they can draw their own, and they enjoy that too.
So can you show me a student example?
Sure. All right, let me go back to the home page if I can find it. I might have to...
Is it the little house up here? Oh, there's a book.
There it is. Okay, we're going to look at this story called Swim, Read. So they can save it and go back to it at any time. This is Swim, and my students read a book about animals and what they can do. I had ESL newcomers, so they went and researched other animals and how they live in the water.
Now, you know how sometimes you'll show an app to a newcomer and you think it's perfect, and then they just sit there and they don't know what to do? How did they respond?
Very user-friendly. They picked it up really quick. So if I give them free time to play on their iPads, a lot of them still choose this to work with.
Now, we were talking about a problem with sharing this, with QR codes or to the camera roll. Can you talk a little bit about the problem that you're seeing with the share button? Let's press the home button there at the top.
So if you go back into the story and you want to share it, here are your options. Share. So I shared it, but I'm not quite sure who I shared it with.
And so it didn't go to the camera roll?
No, it didn't.
Okay. So as far as daily use in your classroom, it's perfect because the kids can look inside the iPad. But as far as like trying to send it out into YouTube or share it with somebody in the district, you're not finding a link or anything now. So what was the good idea that you came up with to share it?
Well, we have another app that we've been practicing on, a puppet app, My Puppet.
Shadow Puppet?
Yeah, you can screenshot this entire book and then put it all into the app, and the student can record their voice and then it'll play.
Excuse me. All right, so if you press the button and you screenshot like this, you can take pictures of it.
Right.
We'll just do 3. Let's come out of this app and go into the Shadow Puppet EDU.
Okay. Create new. So for this, for creating a new story, you would go into your camera roll and choose the pictures that we just looked at. Next. And then they could re-record the story in this app. So there's the record button.
All right, so just press it and say test.
Okay, so turtles can swim in the ocean. Stop. Go to the next page. Octopi can swim in the ocean too. Octopi.
So now just save it. And so you're app smashing. You basically had an app that had some limitations, and now you're putting the images into this one. And
turtles can swim in the ocean.
There you go.
Octopi can swim in the ocean
That's
too.
perfect. So, okay, so then did it save it?
Yes.
All right, so we say done, and we go back, and
There it is.
once it's here, we can press it again, and it gives us the option up here at the top to save it to the camera roll. So if you save it to the camera roll,
there you have it.
you can, I'm sorry, will you press it for me? Because once it's in the camera roll, we choose the highest definition, and then we can import it to YouTube, and then we could share it by app smashing it.
Yes.
But even if you weren't sharing it, just using this Scribble My Story is perfect inside of your classroom.
It is. They love it.
Thank you
So
for sharing.
I highly recommend it. Thank you.
Recommendations from Holly. Slick is the most amazing teacher ever. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.